I know you've been waiting for a while already. It won't be too much longer, I promise. And if it is much longer, I'll pick somebody else for you to blame. What? So? Come on, it's Catholic point. We don't need that. What? Salsadian, she just won the football championship Friday night. Huh? I know. That's all they do. They lost big time. City exit off Route 1. How do you drive? What route do you take? I didn't volunteer to get pictures. I don't know how long I was going to use that. I don't know.
how sad, don't say what a shame. We're people just like you, so treat us just the same. We want to teach you about our lives, so ask anything, don't be shy. There's no question that's no good, we're telling you now it's understood. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Say yeah, 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 yeah. AbleArts! AbleArts!
Okay, now it's really time to welcome you to this performance by AbleArts. Thank you for your patience in waiting for us to get going here. I am Frank, the sound guy who couldn't find this place. And the next thing we're going to do is a Christmas carol, traditional carol. O come all ye faithful. We're going to do a couple verses, one in English and one in Latin. Anybody know the Latin? If you know the Latin, of course, sing along with the Latin. If you know the English, sing along with the English. Whatever you're going to do, sing nice and loud so you don't hear me.
And la-las are allowed too. In case you don't know.
La-las are good. Please drown me out.
Hold on a second, technical difficulty, friends.
And I may not have heard all the arrangements that we're using. I might not have heard the complete arrangement. So if I mess up the beginning of one of the verses, it's really my fault.
Yeah, when in doubt, blame the sound guy.
Okay, I believe we're ready to begin, so... Ready? Sing. Oh, come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. Ready? Sing. Adeste fideles, laeti triumphantes, venite, venite in Bethlehem. Natum videte, regem angelorum, venite adoremus, venite adoremus, venite adoremus Dominum. Okay, nice job. You may clap for yourself. I will tell you that before we start this next piece, that all of our pieces, except for things like Christmas songs, of course, which we did not compose, are composed or made up by us. This next piece is an example of that. And of course, most of you go to church every Sunday, and most of the time when you go to a service, everything goes pretty smoothly.
You haven't been here.
No, but I've been to church services other places where things happen. I can tell you a story about myself at a church service. Actually, it was a Catholic Mass because I happen to be Catholic. I was asked by a friend of mine to direct the choir for a Christmas Eve midnight Mass one year. So I agreed to do it. And I went to the church when it was time for midnight Mass. I'd been rehearsing with the choir. Everything was going fine. And the last carol we did in midnight Mass was O Come All Ye Faithful, believe it or not. And as the director, I was looking for ways to inject some musical contrast into our performance, because, you know, music is boring. Everything's the same volume level all the time, same tempo, you know. So I wanted to inject some contrast in there. I thought, how can I do that? I thought, when we get to the "O Come Let Us Adore Him" part, I'm going to have the choir start very softly on the first "O Come Let Us Adore Him," increase volume on the second. By the time we get to the last one, we're going to be nice and loud. And of course, when one is conducting, when you want your instrumental musicians, your singers to play or sing softly, you make small gestures. When you want them to get louder, you make bigger gestures. When you want them to be really loud, you make really big gestures. So we get to "O Come Let Us Adore Him." I'm conducting really small on the first one. I increase the size of my gestures on the second one. The third one's going to be nice and loud. So if we go into the loud section, I want to give a nice big upbeat right into the downbeat. Now this is where the goofy thing happened. Your favorite choir director, which is me, actually somebody's favorite choir director, was wearing leather-soled shoes that night. I have cerebral palsy. Somebody with cerebral palsy should never be wearing leather-soled shoes, especially if they're new, which these were. I was standing on a wooden box, because I'm one of those short Italians, and I gave my big upbeat to go into beat number one of the final "O Come Let Us Adore Him," and almost fell off the box. I did not fall, but I gave myself a scary moment or two. That's my Christmas Eve midnight mass story. All right, now this next piece, as I said, we're not on to the next piece there on the screen. Okay, my assistant says he's got it, so I believe him because he's a good kid. This next piece, as I said, illustrates what happens when you go to a church service and not everything goes the way you'd like it to.
Be all right without me for a while. I need to run to the grocery store and get the things that you asked me to pick up. Okay. I'll be back after service, okay? Okay.
Oh, are you coming in?
Yeah.
Let me get the door for you. Oh, the service is about to start. Let's go in. Yeah, let's go in. Come on.
said things go wrong at services sometimes.
Especially with William Brewers. Wasn't that a lovely service? Lovely service. Oh my, thank you so much for coming. Yes. Oh my goodness, come on. Oh my. No. Oh, I probably have a stain stick in here. I'm sure I have something. Okay. Oh, I got something. Oh, no, staples. You never know when you might need staples for church. Timer. Okay. And you never know when you might have to fix an outlet, so I come prepared. And I don't know what the heck this is, but I have it in here anyway. Okay. Oh, I found it! Oh, let's see. Oh, we got it. We got it. Okay, hang on. Let me put everything back. Okay. Oh, okay. I probably have something for that. No, staplers over there. I probably have something for that. Hold on. See? Will stapler come back? No. Oh, credit card. That'll work. No. Ooh, it worked. Oh, let me get my things. Can you get up the wax up there? I'll see if I can get it off. Let's see. Is it stuck to the carpet? I don't think so. Can you just flip over? Oh, I got it. I can put it in my bag. Okay. You never know when you might need a hump of wax. Yeah, might need a hump of wax. Stapler in, whatever the heck this is. Oh, I now caught on the, yeah. Get your outlet. Yeah, throw an outlet. We should probably go and put your coat back on. That thing. That thing. Yeah, let's get that thing.
It's called
Poncho. Okay, poncho. Got it. Okay. Oh, let's move her up a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so. All right. Poncho. Okay? No, wait a second. That can't be right. That's not it. That's not it. Hang on. Try again. Where is she? Where are you? Hello? Oh, there she is! We found her. Found you. She's underneath that. Okay. Oh, what? Did you fix her here? Oh, yeah. It's all right. Yeah, there. Now, good as new. Good as new. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. Here's your van. Yep. You can follow her. Good to meet you. Merry Christmas.
Thank you for all your help.
Oh, you're welcome. Our pleasure. Merry Christmas. Safe driving.
See, I told you nothing bad would happen.
I'm sure we all know the Christmas Carol, the 12 Days of Christmas, about when Christmas celebrations actually lasted for 12 days. And of course, we pretty much all know what gift goes with each day, right? You got the partridge in a pear tree, the 2 turtle doves, 3 French hens, whatever. Of course, I'm a brass player, so I like to think of it as 3 French horns, but then I'm a little nuts. This piece, another AbleArts original, as most of our pieces are, takes a skewed look at the 12 Days of Christmas. Basically, what would happen if you got 12 gifts that you couldn't use and or didn't want. So it's kind of the 12 Days of Christmas. I don't want to say reimagined. Everybody uses that word now. I don't know. How should we describe it? 12 Days of Christmas turned upside down. Something like that. But before we do start, I'll tell you just a little bit about AbleArts. The group was started in 1992. And I'm getting gesticulated at, I don't know. The group was started in 1992. And our website, if you want more information, is AbleArtsInc.org, AbleArtsInc.org. You see what the picture is, right? Okay, once again, the website, AbleArtsInc.org, for any information about the group. And I didn't get a chance to make this request of you before. I make it at every performance. I know you're not really doing this, but we would ask that our audience members not make any type of recording of the show, audio or video, because all of the material is copyrighted by us. So if you would please kindly not do that. I mentioned we got started in 1992. Since then, we've performed in several states other than Delaware, including Virginia, New Jersey, New York, Maryland. We basically go wherever people will have us. And we're happy that you guys have had us here today. Once again, I'm Frank, the sound guy who couldn't find this place. I'm glad I finally did. But I am not going to ask Waze again how to get here. I'm surprised the thing didn't take me to, like, Virginia to get here. I don't know. For most things, I like Waze, but there had to be a more direct route to here than the way it took me. Anyway. The 12 Days of Christmas, if somebody had written the Christmas Carol who wasn't thinking clearly at the time,
on the first day of Christmas, my local shopping center gave to me a completely useless curb cut. What were they thinking?
On the second day of Christmas, my local theater company was cleaning out their prop closet and gave me 2 wooden pineapples. What can you do with a wooden pineapple? You can't eat it.
And a completely useless curb cut.
on the third day of Christmas, my trainer gave to me 3 roller skates. What, one for the cane?
2 wooden pineapples.
And a completely useless curb cut.
On the 4th day of Christmas, my brother Douglas gave to me 4 skateboards.
3 roller skates.
2 wooden pineapples.
And a completely useless curb cut.
On the 5th day of Christmas, a friend adopted for me 5 jumping elephants. But I don't know why they call them jumping elephants, because elephants can't jump.
4 skateboards.
3 roller skates.
2 wooden pineapples.
And a completely useless curb cut.
On the same day of Christmas, my visitor
5 jumping elephants.
4 skateboards.
3 roller skates.
2 wooden pineapples.
And a completely useless curb cut.
On the 7th day of Christmas, my teacher gave me 7 pineapples.
5 jumping elephants.
4 skateboards.
3 roller skates.
2 wooden pineapples.
And a completely useless curb cut.
On the 8th day of Christmas, my next neighbor gave me 8 violins, 7 violins.
5 jumping elephants.
4 skateboards.
3 roller skates.
2 wooden pineapples.
And a completely useless curb cut.
On the 9th day of Christmas, my ex-girlfriend gave to me 9 truckloads of anchovies, which is why she's my ex-girlfriend.
8 violins, 7 violins.
5 jumping elephants.
4 skateboards.
3 roller skates.
2 wooden pineapples.
And a completely useless curb cut.
On the 10th day of Christmas, my sister, who thinks we're obsessed with penguins, gave me 10 penguins jumping rope.
9 truckloads of anchovies.
8 violins, 7 violins.
5 jumping elephants.
4 skateboards.
3 roller skates.
2 wooden pineapples.
And a completely useless curb cut.
On the 11th day of Christmas, someone gave me 11 Altoid dispensers. I'm not sure what they were trying to say.
10 penguins jumping rope.
9 truckloads of anchovies.
8 violins, 7 violins.
5 jumping elephants.
4 skateboards.
3 roller skates.
2 wooden pineapples.
And a completely useless curb cut.
On the 12th day of Christmas, the blind man gave to me 12 jars of Bontempi pickles in a suitcase.
11 Altoid dispensers.
10 penguins jumping rope.
9 truckloads of anchovies.
8 violins, 7 violins.
5 jumping elephants.
4 skateboards.
3 roller skates.
2 wooden pineapples.
And I can't stress this enough, a completely useless curb cut?
Picture of the curb cut with the stairs. Yeah. Try going up those with a wheelchair. Yeah, it's gotta work.
As you can tell, the members of AbleArts like to have a bit of fun, but we can also be serious from time to time. And that's what we're going to do right now. In fact, One moment, please. As I was about to say, the author of this next piece is challenged by cerebral palsy. It's not me. But because of this disability, this gentleman has been unable to express himself in any form of musical medium. The need to express oneself in the musical arts seems to be a universal human need. This piece is the author's attempt to compensate for a frustrating inability to contribute artistically to the Christmas season. What child is this who laid to rest in Mary's lap is sleeping? The child whose story tells of one unique event in all of human history. From the wee small hours of a morn long ago, a virgin whispers sweet and level, lullaby to her firstborn son. What child is this? What child is he who gathered the wise to guard him, and angelic hosts sang of his highest holy name? What child is this? What child is he that called upon each of us to feed the hungry, to clothe the naked, to comfort the lonely, as we would do unto him? What child is this? What child is he who told those living in sin only to go and sin no more? What child is this? What child is he who in later years will be tortured, crucified, yet in his unimaginable agony ask forgiveness of his tormentors, for they knew him not? What child is this? This one single question echoes down the centuries, through each generation as it passes, to each heart it touches. The question still remains. What child is this? Many of our pieces in AbleArts are inspired by and or derived from popular songs. Somebody in the group will hear a song on the radio and they'll say, I think this song would be a good basis for a dance piece or a comedy sketch or some such thing. And before you know it, we've got dialogue and choreography to go with this song that we heard. Sometimes we even change the lyrics of the song. And that's kind of what we've done here. I'm not going to mention the song because once you hear it, you'll know it. I will tell you that it was popular around Christmas time about, I'd say 1984. Okay. That was the same year I was asked to direct the choir at the Midnight Mass, 1984. Which proves to you that I'm 36 years old now. As you can tell by my hair. And my boyish looks. Anyway, that's enough about me. As I mentioned, this piece, very popular in the 80s. I think you can probably still hear it now. And as I said also, once you hear it, you'll know it. Santa got run over by a wheelchair on his way to our house Christmas Eve. Rudolph and the reindeer weren't injured, but Christmas is delayed for time to grieve. 'Twas the night just before Christmas when he set out through the snow. He ate way too many cookies, making dear old Santa falter in the snow. Santa saw the wheelchair coming. It was moving really quick. And before poor Santa knew it, there was one big thud and then he hit the brakes. Santa got run over by a wheelchair on his way to our house Christmas Eve. Rudolph and the reindeer weren't injured, but Christmas is delayed for time to grieve. Mrs. Claus is all a mess now. She does not know what to do. Does she keep up the tradition of bringing all the gifts to me and you? It's not Christmas without Santa. And the kids don't have a clue. But by morning, all of us knew just what Mrs. Claus would have to do. Santa got run over by a wheelchair on his way to our house Christmas Eve. Rudolph and the reindeer weren't injured, but Christmas is delayed for time to grieve. All ideas are on the table for what to do at the North Pole. All the elves have formed a union. Now instead of making toys, they're mining coal. I've warned all my friends and family to be careful where they walk. If you're not aware of wheelchairs, you could end up in an outline made of chalk. Santa got run over by a wheelchair on his way to our house Christmas Eve. Rudolph and the reindeer weren't injured, but Christmas is delayed for time to grieve. One more time. Santa got run over by a wheelchair, he changed too, on his way to our house Christmas Eve. Rudolph and the reindeer weren't injured, but Christmas is delayed for time to grieve. Merry Christmas. Thank you, and for the kids, Santa's okay. Nothing really happened to him. That was just a song. He'll be stopping by your place on Christmas Eve like he always does. I don't think he's coming to mine, though. I've been bad this year. Now we're going to ask you to sing along with us another time. We're going to end our performance with Joy to the World. And I know you know the words to that one. Not in Latin, no. I don't know the words of that one in Latin either. No, we're going to do the first and last verses of Joy to the World. So if you'll kindly join us on that. And once again, if you'd be so kind as to drown me out, I'd appreciate it. been a while since I've heard this arrangement, so again, if I mess it up, it's my fault. Okay, here we go. Ready, sing, jump. The Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare Him room. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature. You guys are good. Oh, last verse. Let's try that one again. Start it back it up a little bit. We'll do the last verse. Sound guy didn't start on time, so the rest of the group was thrown off. I didn't start on time in that first verse either. We ready to go on last verse? He rules the world, etc. Okay. I know you were, smart guy.
In case you haven't figured it out, we've been working together for like 30 years. We're friends, so we banter back and forth. So this is not arguing. This is just friends being silly together.
Okay. Last verse of Joy to the World. This time I'll get it right, and if I don't, you can throw rotten tomatoes at me.
No.
I have some
Brown tomatoes.
I have like 7 in my car. Would that work?
You carry rotten tomatoes in your car?
They're safer and less messy.
Okay. He rules the world. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations rule. The glories of His righteousness, and wonders of His love, and wonders of His love, and wonders of His love. You guys were great. You were much better than the sound guy. I couldn't find this for you. You can clap for yourselves again.
We can swish.
Places everyone, gather around. We're AbleArts and we're here to make some noise. Don't close the curtain, don't strike the step. We're AbleArts and we're not going yet. We write, we act, we sing, we dance. We can do anything if you give us a chance.
Isn't that right? Isn't that right?
Say yeah, 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 yeah. Don't say how sad, don't say what a shame. We're people just like you, so treat us just the same. We want to teach you about our lives, so ask anything. Don't be shy. There's no question, that's no good. We're telling you now, it's understood. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Say yeah, 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 yeah. AbleArts, AbleArts.
Jennifer.
Johnny,
Teresa.
Victor.
Paul.
Jill.
Okay, thank you all so much.
Thank you guys so much for coming to the show. I guess, do you have a mic?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just taking over for Frank because he's leaving.
Okay. Yes. Oh, and we want to thank Frank for running the sound such as he did.
I'll have to come here again when I actually know what the place is.
And we'll thank Quan for helping him.
You're welcome.
Thank Jim for running our lights. And if I didn't do that, he'd put us in the dark, so you have to do that. Yeah.
And thank Doug for live streaming us.
Don't forget to thank, I don't know all the names of the people, but about, 12 people helped us unpack our truck.
Yes. That's as we are. Okay, this is the part where we open the floor for questions. If anybody has any questions about this group, and I challenge you to come up with a question we haven't been asked before. This is our first attempt to do a Christmas show. We hope that you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, just raise your hand and we'll take them now. Okay, I see a hand in the back.
What question have you not ever been asked before that you want to
Oh my God, like every question.
We've never been asked, so we don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. And there's, I think there.
Yeah, we have another question up here in the front.
Are you aware that there is a wheelchair that goes upstairs?
Yes.
Yes, we actually are.
Seen it at the expo.
And he tried it out.
Who?
Didn't he?
No.
Oh, he didn't. No one.
Did you?
I wanted to figure out a way to steal it, but there were stairs and I didn't know how to get the chair down the stairs.
Any other questions?
Questions, comments, concerns? Oh,
What's
Oh,
your
yes,
funding come from?
What?
What is the funding for your programs?
I'm glad you asked that.
Yeah, since my mom's not here to ask that. Okay, we get all of our funds from donations. Just people's donations, sometimes organizations' donations. We are a 501c3, so any donations are tax deductible if you happen to donate enough to beat the standard deduction. So that's where we get our donations. We apply for grants and donations, and that's it. And we have a donation box right here that we'll pass around. We'll start with that.
Nice hint there, Jill.
Okay.
Oh, question?
So who made the theme song for the,
Good question.
Who came up with the AbleArts theme song?
Oh, so the name. Oh, the shout. Okay. Well, the name came from Frank. He left. We were previously part of Very Special Arts, and
Spotlight on Ability.
we called Spotlight on Ability. That didn't work for us, so 11 people broke away and made AbleArts. And we were looking for a name, and the name came from Frank. Then we were looking for a signature something to open and close the show. We didn't know what. We hashed it around a bit, and it fell out of my shower one day, and it just all came to me at once, and we've been using it for 30 years.
I think that was a little bit of my inspiration there because it really did
Fall out
capture.
of the shower.
Yeah, and it also captured what we are about. And
Well, we'd been noodling it about.
Yeah,
We had meetings.
But all of a sudden, she was taking a shower. She came out to me. She says, "I've got it."
And she did. Like I said, I think a little divine inspiration there.
Okay. Any other questions?
Questions, comments, concerns?
I have a question for the audience.
Okay.
What was your favorite thing that we did up here? Which part did you like the most? Oh, Caitlin.
so my favorite part was when it was at the sermon and there weren't any bad things happening.
Thank you. We thought that was Seashell. Worked out. That was the brainchild of Shelley over here. So I'm glad you like that.
I like Santa got run over by a wheelchair. My mother always hated Grandma got run over. It's a shame she wasn't here to hear that song. She would have appreciated that as a grandma.
Yes. So
Grandma's revenge.
yeah. So yeah, we did it as a sort sort of a tongue-in-cheek kind of thing, sort of a parody. And I was looking on Amazon and I said, hey, I can get a flat Santa. Ah! So, yeah.
We carried flat Santa to a lot of rehearsals.
Yeah, so, yes. Chalk outline really helped, like really, the chalk outline that you brought out was awesome. Yeah, that was an inspiration. I wasn't going to do that, and then I said, we need a chalk outline one day. And Jill goes, no, we don't. I'm like, yes, we do.
Chalk Santa.
Yeah, chalk Santa.
Flat Santa and Chalk Santa.
Yes.
It's kind of like Toy Story. When we're out of our wheelchairs, they do whatever we want while we're not looking at them. So.
And by the way, the chalk Santa, I used the outline from the flat Santa to make it. Did you notice the little symbol?
Yeah, she's very good at graphic arts. Some of us are not. Now, there is a time when she did a really nice job for us, and then our kitty cat put nice black paw prints all over on something else we did.
Yes.
They became flowers, as I recall.
And butterflies.
And butterflies.
And butterflies.
Because it was the sky, so how can you explain cat paw prints in the sky? So it sounds like a Beatles song, doesn't it? Anyway. Well, yeah, they talk about Lucy in the sky.
Anyway,
Yeah, oh, another question.
Besides acting, what are some of your greatest abilities or passions?
okay, so basically she's asking what else we do.
Well, we do write everything, and we spent all summer writing the show, writing these things. But in other venues, we dance. We do a lot of wheelchair dance, wheelchair choreography, just can't do it on carpet. So, and yesterday we did this show at Millcroft Senior Living, and we'd never seen the place before. We had no idea. Carpet, floor, we didn't know. But we knew this was carpet, so we nixed dancing. There would be no dancing on carpet. But otherwise, we do a lot of that.
I think she was also asking about our other occupations.
Were you asking about occupation? Okay.
Oh, I'm a family physician.
Yeah, a lot of people know that around here. I am her IT support. I am the official voice that answers the phone for AbleArts and tries to arrange the bookings like this, but this one kind of arranged itself.
Hi, I'm Victor, and I have worked at the Brandywine YMCA for a number of years with Concordia Preschool as a computer teacher for preschoolers.
I have a degree in biochemistry, and I work in the regulatory affairs programs in pharmaceuticals and medical devices, and I do a lot of music and theater in the area, like Reed Point Players, Brandywiners, that kind of stuff. And I sing at my church choir, so I do music and theater and other stuff.
I'm a housewife. I used to be a student from pre-K through second grade. So.
And you're also a published author.
And I'm a published author, but my book is out of print now.
I was able to get one. There are some used copies on Amazon. And it was from where I sit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Making my way with cerebral palsy.
Yes. So if you do look for it on
One more,
Amazon.
Jen.
Oh, Jen. I forgot Jen, sorry.
Okay, in real life, I am one of Shelley's fabulous home healthcare aides. I also own a model training agency, and I produce fashion shows. And I'm a poet.
So, and Jim.
I worked for the hospital, children's hospital in Delaware for 25 years.
And Frank's not here to speak for himself because he had to run because he sings with a group called Coro Allegro and he had to be there. So he does that. But he also plays the trumpet regularly and the French horn more regularly, but his actual paying job is at WDEL.
He's a DJ.
He's a news guy.
And don't forget,
And I'm the unofficial chauffeur for practically everybody in this room and the entire county
drives
and
everybody.
multiple states. So, yeah, that's what I spend my time doing. I can't get away from these people as much as I'd like to.
and you forgot, you do videotaping and podcasting too.
I do videotaping, I do this, I do anything and everything at a moment's notice, like we all do.
We'll keep him.
If anybody has had questions and they're too shy to ask them, because that does happen, you can come back and ask us while we're striking. But I do have to warn you that if you get too close, we might pack you away in the truck. And we don't know when our next show is, so you could be there.
Or if you get too close, you could be rolled up in one of our bins, so be careful.
But I will be out here, so I'm out of their way, and I will answer questions if anybody has them.
And he stays out of our way because he almost got packed in a bin one time.
No, I have nothing more to say after that. Okay, all right.
All right, thank you guys for coming. It's been a great show, and enjoy your Christmas, everybody. Thank you from AbleArts.